On play action, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after try forthcoming. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. A first down throw, Darnold. Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throw. That caught by Trimble. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And it's going to be a short field to work with after this one. It's touchdown at the 45-yard line. On first down, Rodgers. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Brian Burns drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And he's going to be swallowed up as he got forward for maybe a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's Darnold. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. It led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 14. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one. On play action.
action. Now Rodgers. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley Cox, complete. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there for Carolina. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Darnold to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, Carolina. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Rodgers. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
First down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Forced out to his left. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Darnold. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Colts. Mo Alley-Cox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 79 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true.
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Rodgers now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 1st down, Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. Darnold on 1st down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers, touchdown! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Colts on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Colts 21, Panthers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on second and long. Darnold. Off to Thomas on the left side. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They snap it, they're going for it. Here's Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. 30, 20, 10, 5. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
To throw again on second down. Darnold flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. The Broncos have taken the early lead, and we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. He's going to look deep for more. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to go. It's Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this 2nd half. This is taken just shy of the 10, and he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect 2nd half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. There's Tremble, the tight end. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Tremble with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's complete into the hands of Myers.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. Flush to his right. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Ali Cox. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness, just about got him into the end zone.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
46, Mike, 46.
Here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Colts! That's caught. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 9, Darnold, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us. But I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
46 to mark. Let's go, Watch 12.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Here's Mostert. Oh, able to avoid him. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Push him back. Push him back. 47 to mark. 47. Check, 47. Here we go,
Second down and goal. Rodgers. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle, and that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Well, a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. On play action, Rodgers. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On third down, here comes Mostert. Shrugs him off. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
They'll run right side with Mostert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
46,
This is Mostert. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And for a 2nd straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Colts on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. On play action, it's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have 1 right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
3rd and 2, Darnold. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
To the air again, Darnold. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I think it's safe to say that that was not his primary target when the ball was snapped, and then he led him too close to the sideline, and he ended up with a loss on the play.
Yeah, great toe tap, but you lose yardage, so you wish he didn't even have the toe tap. Wish he would have been out of bounds.
Yeah, catch it. Just make sure you're out of bounds, right? Just don't get it all down as he did there.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They'd go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On first down, it's Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Again, Darnold. That's to Thomas, who makes a nice catch. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Darnold on first down. And caught by Tremble. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Again, McCaffrey. Oh, good move. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Darnold now to throw. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
Panthers 28. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could... put yourself in jeopardy.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Second down and 10, Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far. But a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second and 10. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. There's Trimble, the tight end. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Darnold to throw again. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Faking the give, Darnold. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Line of scrimmage back at their own 3 now as they come up 2nd and long.
It's just me and you. It's just
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's another week to forget as they're going to fall to 1-12 now on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.